So I'd like to take you on this little walkthrough, a daily walk we do. Actually, I do something similar in the morning. If Chaya is up, he comes with me. And I feed all the chickens and turkeys that we have on the land. The fish and the cats too, before this. And this one is later in the evening or late afternoon. And those two big white turkeys that you see actually were ravished by some dogs. Some villagers brought their dogs when they were tending to their land, and they ended up getting in our coop and killing them. They were alive for a couple hours, but they were just bleeding and guts coming out. There was nothing we could do for them. I buried them below a cocoa tree and a durian tree. It helped fertilize them, so they'll be remembered through them. You can see Chaya looking up here, and he can see the drone hovering. He loves things that hover. Like, we have these beetles that hover on our land, and we also have helicopters fly by, sometimes pretty low. Planes, trains, cars. I guess that's pretty normal for baby boy, baby girls too. I don't know. But he's definitely interested in all of those. Tractors, everything. He loves them. Sirens on ambulances and fire trucks. So he's fascinated by the drone today because we do this chicken feeding ritual every afternoon. He likes it. He enjoys it every time. He even calls when I go "Kurr, kurr, ka ka ka," and he does his own little ka 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 sound and helps call the chickens. So that's this little route, as you saw. And after this, I'm going to show you what it looks like taking the walk from the ground. I just kind of videotaped the same walk as we did it. But this route passes by the Salah, which is there, that pavilion, I guess you could call it. And that's where I do morning yoga or morning meditation. Usually I have Chaya with me, so it really depends on his temperament with how much I do, how deep I get into it. He's beginning to do some yoga with me, even meditate with me, but sometimes he pokes my eyes out instead. And it's always a fun way to use our extra food. I mean, sometimes we have a lot of papayas. They get too ripe. We throw them in there, the leftovers of our food, so nothing's wasted. Chickens eat it, turns into fertilizer. If they don't eat it, and if they do eat it, then they poop all over our land, which of course is great fertilizer. Add that nitrogen to our soil without having to put any chemicals on our land. So here it is. Here's the walk now. This is that same walk you just saw from the drone, bird's eye view. And now I'm kind of just showing you what it looks like when we actually walk on this land. And I'm going to continue making these rock pathways. As you can see, I've mosaiced brick. And JJ actually helped me with that when he was here, sanding it. But we're going to actually cover these with rocks. It actually is nice. You can kind of see the bricks through the rock. It just gives this ancient looking feel. I like that feel of the walkways. The longer they've been walked on and the ruggeder they get. And I'll continue that all through here. Eventually I'm going to fence our whole land, so I won't have this little chicken area fenced because our whole land will be enclosed.